So hello and welcome to another episode of T-shirt Time with the Fact Fiend crew. And this is just a little bonus thing we like to do for our patrons over on Patreon. So if you aren't a member of Patreon, you're missing out because you can win yourself a free T-shirt. And today, because it's near Halloween, we're going to do a Halloween theme one, aren't we, guys? So what's in here, Brad?
So we have a selection of sweets, and when I say selection, I mean they're all Malam.
Hey, Malam's great.
Yeah.
It is.
Malam's such a top tier sweet.
But the only reason we specifically bought Malam is so we could draw numbers on them. So
yes.
there's 30 sweets in here, with numbers 0 to 9 in there. So
you can make a 10 now with a 1 and a 0.
You could, but we're going to draw 3, so we're going to draw 1 each.
Mm-hmm.
But because the last T-shirt time ends up being very small, short,
Small.
because it ends up being very short, what we're going to do is when we draw one, we're going to have a little chat about previous Halloween costumes.
Well, I don't think we need to say that. We can just talk about Halloween, can't we? Well, for example, let's say we've got every number. Text message. Oh, such a sausage, aren't I? We've got behind the scenes a list of every member of our Patreon, and we've just got that on a big old Excel spreadsheet where they've all got a number related to them. And for example, if we pull out 3 and we get say 7, is that 7 or an F?
That's a 4.
That's a 4. It's a 4. So we've got 4. 3, 0, so that'd be 430. So we scroll down the list, find number 430. Mm-hmm. That person would win the T-shirt. However, if we pulled out these 3 in a different order, we got 0, 3, 4. We go get number 34. Likewise, if we got 0, 0, 0, we just delete the Patreon and the channel. So if that happens, I'm really excited.
What happens if we get 666?
That'd be so good. That'd be so good. So
just for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for.
So the winner will be messaged after the fact. You get to pick any piece of merch from our merch store over on Psycho, including our new piece, which Nisha's wearing, which is available for pre-order. So you won't get that right away, but you will get a free pre-order version of that, and it'll be sent to you anywhere in the world. So who wants to go first? Because we went through all these, and there's only one green apple one, and green apple's my favourite flavour.
We got 2 bags. And there's 1 green one.
Yeah.
Out of 2 bags.
There was 36 altogether. 1 green.
1 green. That seems fair.
Yeah, so who wants to go first?
Shall I go first?
Who likes Halloween the most? Okay, so close your eyes.
Who likes Halloween the most? Alright.
What'd you get?
I got a 0.
A 0. Ooh.
So not 6, unfortunately.
No, so that's a 0.
Already ruined it.
I know.
Well,
we could still get 69.
Yeah. What was your most recent Halloween costume, then, Nisha?
Last year I was a devil, which I like to name Revel Devil.
You can't eat that, man.
The Revel Devil.
Oh, can you
The point is that you draw a sweet idiot.
The Revel Devil.
Revel Devil.
So that was last year, and this year I'm going to be a vampire countess. So I'm trying to think of any really interesting costumes. Because I think I go for very generic ones.
The one you did where you had you were like a mannequin with the mouth.
Oh, you mean a doll?
The doll one.
Yeah, like a doll. But I feel like that's like a last minute one because you just draw lines and then kind of big eyes and then put your hair in pigtails and that's done.
I think no costume would be more last minute than cat ears. Like cat ears and then a little black dot on your nose and some whiskers here.
To be fair, one of my favourite outfits I had was about 5 years ago. I dressed up as a cat, but it wasn't just a cat. I made an effort. I bought those wounds you get, you just stick the wheel. The realistic.
So you went as an injured cat?
Cat that got hit
yeah,
by
it was
a cat.
like a cat scratch. It was like a cat scratch.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
I put it on me and I cut up this T-shirt, had rips and everything, and I was really proud of it.
That reminds me of when I went as a mummy one year, but we were having all bandages. So my mum just told everyone to say you're a car crash victim. In which case, okay, so Brad, close your eyes. Instant means my bucket of treats. There we go. So we got 0. What number did you get, Brad?
I got 6.
Oh, 69 is on the card.
Still on.
He's on the card. Go on, Brad. Tell us what was the last thing you dressed up as for Halloween.
Oh, the last thing I dressed up as?
What was the last thing you remember?
Actually, no. I think one of the last things I remember dressing up as, and the reason I remember this, is because it was also one of my favourite costumes as a child, and I recreated the shot. I might have a photo of the two side by side. So one of the things I used to dress up as was Jason Voorhees.
Everyone does.
So I had the cheap Jason Voorhees mask and the weapon, but the thing was, I'd never seen Friday the 13th. So I would dress up as Jason having no idea who the character was. But my favourite costume, growing up, was always the Grim Reaper.
The easy,
the normal
you get to wear a hood.
So black road hood. I had one of those hooded masks that when you wore it, you couldn't see, your face was invisible. Mm-hmm. And then I had these gloves. There were skeleton gloves, but they were the 3-dimensional ones. So they actually were, and then when you put them on the actual costume, because they disappeared, it looked like you had actual skeleton fingers.
Right, so I want to hold this bag of treats for me then, right? So I'm going to close my eye, mix it up for me.
Oh, if he gets the apple and it happens to be a 9,
Yeah,
Halloween,
so-
the best Halloween ever.
So, I want the apple one because it's my favourite flavour, so... Oh, I got a pink one, and it's number an L. So it's 7. So we got
Number
67. So number 67.
Oh, so close.
You have won yourself a free t-shirt. We'll be sending that along to them now. And I think one thing worth noting for Americans, do you like that shitty trend online of like the European mind can't comprehend this or whatever? The American mind can't comprehend Mawam because these are sweets that have no artificial colouring in them. So they all have the same flavour. No, they all have the same coloration, but they all have different flavours. Oh man,
You're trying to talk about your Halloween.
yeah, no. I actually brought a picture. Went through my old family album that I have here. Weird enough, I dressed up like a devil when I was a kid.
Oh, yay.
So you ready to see the worst devil outfit you've ever seen, Nisha?
Yes.
How good is that?
Oh my god.
I'm there in my 70 pence.
Better than what mine was.
PVC.
Better than mine.
You look like the villain out of Insidious.
So I'm on the left,
Yes.
and my little brother is on the right. So I'll put the picture up here, and I'll let Brad take a photo so you can get a blown up version. And put it on screen. How bad is the thing is that you're missing the detail here. So you get drawn in by the shitty plastic cape,
Right, yeah.
and my brother's really terrible outfit. What you're missing is that we haven't actually got a pumpkin. We've got a turnip. We couldn't afford a pumpkin, so my mum just got a big turnip and carved a turnip.
My mum's tradition was always to have a turnip because I think when she was younger, they had the same thing where they couldn't have a pumpkin. So we would all have pumpkins and she would just have the turnip.
To be fair, speaking of like not being able to afford costumes at Halloween, I think first year of uni, I didn't have much money to buy a costume, so I went as a vampire, but I made myself a cape out of a bin bag.
I've done it. You just got a bin bag ninjas, be a binger.
Do you remember when we went to Corp that time and I had that really crap mask?
My favourite bit about it as well, if you look at my little brother, he's not wearing a cape, he's wearing my mum's leather jacket. Because we couldn't afford 2 capes, so he's wearing my mum's leather jacket. And it's just like, yeah.
Should have bin bagged it. Bin bag.
We basically, it was so good, but then other Halloween, I think I went as the Joker one year, but the other year everyone went as the Joker. But I mixed it up and I bought a slutty nurse's uniform. went as Nurse Joker.
Oh yeah.
And that's the night I got mugged on my way home.
Oh.
They're like, give us your wallet, and it's like, mate, you can clearly see I've not got a wallet on me. Oh, yes. Happy Halloween to everyone out there. Let us know in the comments what you're going as for Halloween. And if you would like to win a t-shirt next month, I'll take the Apple one, yes. Join our Patreon, and you could be the next one. I think next month it's like fall, isn't it? So we're going to do something fall related. Were you thinking apple bobbing?
Yeah, I was thinking apple boy for Halloween, but we haven't had time to arrange it properly. So.
Also, you're not having like apple bobbing in my fucking flat.
On the table.
On the
next to all
table.
the equipment.
I'd like to do some apple bobbing. I don't think I've ever actually tried it
You've
before.
never done apple bob?
No.
Well, it'll be Nisha's first apple bob.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Cheers, everybody.